So in this section, we're going to see exactly how we can get traffic from answering quora question. Now, the first thing that you want to keep in mind is that you don't want to go around answering random questions. You don't want to waste your time like that. Remember that we want to get the most traffic we can, so we have to find the right answers, the answers that generates the most traffic. So what you want to do, the first thing that you want to do, of course, is to go here and look for answer related to the topic that you're interested in. Let's stick with our example of our dog training product. Let's pretend that we're still interested in promoting this product. So we write dog training, for example. And here we see all this question and answer here. And now the first element that you're interested in is the number of views. So for example, if I go here, I click more, I can see that this has 290 views, which is not a lot. If you click on this, you will see all the numbers that we're interested in. So the first number that we're interested in is the number of views. So this question has around 1,700 views. It is important that you answer questions that are getting views, okay? Now, the point here is that I cannot give you a precise number because this depends a lot on the niche that you're in. So for example, in the money making niche, you're gonna have crazy numbers. But for example, in a dog training niche, even 1,000 views is not that bad. So okay. In general, what I can tell you is the number that you will never want to go below. So for example, whatever niche you're in, try not to go for a question that has less than 1,000 views, okay? This is exactly the same strategy that we use for YouTube. If you remember, we were looking for videos that had a lot of views, so that it means that they were popular, they're getting viewed by people, and we can get traffic from them. The second thing that you want to see is the number of followers. Followers are people that are showing an interest in this question, and they will follow the answer. So Quora will notify them when an answer is added. And in this case, again, those numbers depends on the niche, but try to stick with answer that has at least around 30 followers, okay? These are public followers, so probably there are many more people following that, but privately. So for example, this question here has around 32 followers and 9,000 views, which is great. This is a very good question to consider answering. Now, a tip that I want to tell you right away about how to find quickly questions with high number of views and followers is to go here, topic, FAQ. So frequently asked questions. And here you will see question that has a lot of views because of course there are the frequently asked questions. Okay, so for example, this one in fact has 2,500 views. Okay, so this is a way you can go about this first 2 points. Third element that you want to look at is the date. Okay, here you don't want to go for questions that are as old as 1 year or 2 years. You want to go for questions that are at the most 1 year old. Okay, so you know that people are still interested in them. Okay, the fourth point is see competition. Now, what you want to do once you consider that this is, for example, okay because it has a high number of views and enough followers, what you want to do is to see what kind of answer this question has. And if you see that they have incredibly detailed, long and very good answer, it is going to be hard to get traffic from this. But if you see that, for example, this answer here has a nice number of views, almost 700, but it is not that complicated. You could read this and get more information and make it better, for example. Okay, so what you want to do is to assess the competition, see if there is a hugely impossible to beat answer, and in that case you don't want to put all that time and effort in it. But if you see answer like this one or this one, they're okay. So for example, I can give you right away an example of this. This guy here is doing exactly what I'm telling you. He created an answer that has a video in it, that is more detailed, that has links about the information that he is giving, many points here, and it's quite longer. Okay, and in fact, as you can see, if this other answer have about 300 or 200 views, this answer here is getting more than 1,000 views. Okay, still this is not impossible to compete with, but remember to assess the competition and see if you can go for that, because if you see a question that has a lot of views and a good number of followers and the answers are okayish, go right away for that, because it means people are really needing an answer for that, but the answer that are being provided are not enough, so you really can get a lot of traffic from that. The fifth point that I want to tell you about is sometimes you see a question and you see that you're the first one to answer. If I go here, for example, and I go to answer a question, you will see that there are questions that has just one answer, or even better, you could find question that has zero answer. So you could be the first one to answer a question. Now, this is good. I advise you to do that in a later stage when you know what you're doing, you know what kind of answer works better. But remember that this is an opportunity, because if you're the first one to answer a question, you might get a lot of traffic at first. And my advice is start small with a short answer if you're the first one or the second one, and see how it goes. If it goes well and you're getting more and more views, many other people will want to answer that, so you're gonna get more competition. At that point, you want to make your answer better. You already know that this is working, so your work will be worth it. So make it longer, do your homework, get information, and make a better answer. Okay, now we have all the tools to find the perfect questions to answer to get a lot of traffic. Now what we want to do is to know how to write a good answer. This is what we're going to see in the next lesson.